Previously. Also, someone mentioned in the comments, was it in a comment? I think it was in a comment, that I should get a Discord channel, and I think I should. They do seem to be a good thing. So, bear in mind I don't have one. Bear in mind I'm an idiot, and simply making one is probably going to take me a lot longer than it should. But if I made a Discord channel, would you go to it? Leave a comment down below. Would you join me in a Discord channel if I made one? I would be very much liking to know. Okay, I didn't do it in this direction. It should be safe to drop down. Maybe one cobweb, because I may have accidentally placed one. Can I fall down? Thank you. So, you know, we've done almost this entire half of the world, and it's cost us like 1,000... I mean, like 700 hallowed in total by the time we've done it. So I think maybe like 1,500, 1,600 corruption juice is what we're going to need. And that's where we kind of fail, because we have 900. So we are going to have to wait for a blood moon. Or a solar eclipse, but we're more likely to be able to buy stuff from the steampunker without half our people dying during a blood moon. Like a solar eclipse, there's going to be so many reapers, it's going to be real bad. The blood moon, we may get the... what are the ghosts called? I've forgotten. Wraiths? We may get a bunch of wraiths infiltrating, but we can usually kill them before they do too much damage. But yeah, we're going to have to basically just go to our base and literally wait for a blood moon so I can buy some. And I'll probably do it off camera. Like the entire sitting around waiting and then buying them, because otherwise it's just going to be too much of a pain to try and do. And then basically what I'll do is I'll jump back into this world with all that stuff, and you guys can watch that. So I think we're nearly done. We only have like 2 or 3 more holes to drop down on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more holes. So 8 more trips. Oh god, this is awful. This is awful. I did not think it would take this long. So yeah, this is... visually, I don't know how interesting this is to watch. I would personally find this quite boring to watch, and I'm finding it very boring to do. However, I'm hoping... my hope is that I'm entertaining you with my conversation skills. Like, I'm talking about stuff, simultaneously talking about nothing in particular, but I'm hoping that's enough to keep you entertained anyway. That is a big part of being like a YouTuber and a streamer, I guess, is not just... this is going to take a million years to drain. Not just the... I'm going to drown. Not just the entertainment value of the game you're playing, but also the quality of your banter, your speech, your talking. And I think I've done fairly well in talking for over an hour now, whilst falling down holes. I've been falling down holes for an hour. That means there's literally maybe an hour and 20 minutes more of falling down holes. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. But otherwise... that guy's getting bullied. Otherwise, I think I've done rather well in basically just talking about nothing. Like, if the game has something to talk about, I can talk about stuff like what I'm crafting, what I'm mining, what I'm doing, what enemies, etc., etc. There is so much water. But at this point, I'm literally falling down a hole, and you can't talk about falling down holes too much, because, well, what is there to say? But yeah, we're chilling out here waiting for all this water to drain. May cut this out. Maybe this is a good place for an episode end. Maybe. But yeah. We are sat here, draining away water, hallowing the world for an achievement I don't even care about, just so I can 100% the game, just so I can feel like I've completed Terraria totally. While... Oh, still so much. Can you please leave? Thank you. Do I have... I do have this. It's literally next to the thing I was using. I'll protect me for a little bit. Yeah, so things to talk about. What do we talk about? Let's talk about the... Wait, did I already talk about the Binding of Isaac? Yeah, I said I want to bring it back as the next, like, streaming game. I think it would be better streaming. I think daily runs and greed mode runs are great for regular videos. Daily runs especially. But in terms of streaming, with the After Earth Plus finally out on the console, playing through that on a stream would be very, very good. Plus you guys could help me tell me all the items that I don't know. Let me know what they do. Are you kidding me with this? And that's that. Other games I'm going to be playing. I don't know. I don't know what I want to play. What I want to play after the Evil Within. In fact, I don't really know what I want to do on stream. Like I mentioned, I want to stream Terraria. Obviously for you guys. I want to stream The Binding of Isaac. But again, would I do that on YouTube? Or would I do it on Twitch? I don't know. And I also want to... What do I also want to do? It was in my brain, then I started laughing at that guy. It put me off. I want to stream... Oh, I'm thinking about doing Dark Souls. Like challenge runs. Because I really enjoy the Dark Souls games. And I've completed Dark Souls 1 twice. I've completed Dark Souls 2. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, about 8 times. And I've completed Dark Souls 3 like 12 times. Doing challenge runs and stuff. Like I did a shield only run on Dark Souls. And I started a broken straight sword run. But I got bored of that and stopped. Because it got a bit grindy. So I'm thinking about maybe doing... Maybe I'll play through Dark Souls 1, then play through Dark Souls 2. Or maybe I'll do Dark Souls 1, and then do a challenge mode run in Dark Souls 1. Then do Dark Souls 2 and a challenge in that, and then do Dark Souls 3 and a challenge in that. So there are certain challenges I want to do. What I would want to do, I don't know. Like Dark Souls 1, there is the randomizer challenge, which is like a mod or something that randomizes all the drops. So you could get like a really good weapon early on, or you could not get any good weapons until much, much later in the game and just be having crap at the beginning. There's also a mod that I think it was Ouroboros did, where his weapon changed depending on the amount of times he hit the enemy. And every time he got hit, it changed his weapon back. So it starts with like a dagger, and if he kills the enemy, it might become like a parrying dagger. Kills the enemy again, it might become like a short sword. Kill the enemy again, it becomes a long sword. Kill it again, and get an axe. So forth and so forth. But every time it gets hit, it resets one. I'd like to do something like that. That'd be cool. We are just literally sat here. You know, I'm actually going to just cut out the waiting here, and then I'll get back to talking about Dark Souls. Right, looks good. You can see how much time I've cut out, judging by the countdown on the left, top left, with the... Oh, get rid of that raindrop. With the... I tried to use my magic mirror and didn't. Well, I've reset it now, so if you didn't look, you've lost out. Anyway, we were talking about Dark Souls like 20,000 hours ago, wherever it was. Sat there waiting for that. So I mentioned Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2. And then Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 1 modded. And then Dark Souls 2, I think I'll do a regular run. Followed by... What kind of challenge run would be good for Dark Souls 2? I think there has to be some kind of weapon-based run. I want to say like a dagger-only run or something, but then daggers are still a viable weapon. It doesn't seem like a challenge using a weapon that be perhaps other characters other people would play regularly anyway, be happy with it. I don't know about Dark Souls 2. I don't know, we'll come back to that one. And then when I start streaming Dark Souls 3, I think I'll do a regular run. In fact, I don't think I would do a regular run at all. I think I'd go straight to challenge runs, because Dark Souls 3 I've played so many times. I think what I would do is... There are a couple of things I've wanted to do, but I don't know if I can. I don't think I'm good enough. I want to do a Soul Level 1 run. So go for Dark Souls at Soul Level 1 and just never level up. And I also want to do a Torch only run. Complete the entire game using only my Torch. But I don't know if I could. That's the one thing I'm happy to do these challenges on my own time, or recording them. In fact, I don't think I'll be recording. I like doing them on my own time, because if I suck, and I really, really suck, and I'm really bad at them, then what I can do is try again. But if I was doing it on stream, I would feel responsible for entertaining people. And if I get stuck on, let's say, a boss for 10 hours... That's maybe, what, 4 streams, maybe? I don't know how long I stream for. Imagine 4 streams of watching someone die over and over and over to the same boss. I would feel really responsible for making people watch that. Even though they're there by choice. And then because I feel responsible, it would add more pressure to me, because I was under pressure, I would lose more. I don't know. I'm concerned about doing super scary. Like, the Dark Souls 1 run with... Dark Souls 1 challenge with varying weapons. It's not going to be that difficult. More so than a regular Dark Souls game. But Soul Level 1 and Torch, I think, are like two of the hardest ones. Like this, even the Shield challenge wasn't that difficult. Because I could put infusions on my shield. And I used... I can't remember his name now. Kirk. I used Kirk's spiked shield, which deals bleed. And then I infused it with blood. So I could bleed an enemy in like 2 or 3 hits of it. Which meant I could really deal significant amounts of damage to enemies. Which is good. Whereas a Torch, sure you get fire damage in addition to regular damage. But I need to redo that bit. But you can't infuse it. I don't think you can infuse torches anyway. And if I get really, really stuck, that's going to suck. Especially if there are bosses that are fire resistant, and there are certain bosses that are fire resistant. It's a significant drop in my damage output. And then Soul Level 1. That's difficult for several reasons. Not only are you pretty much going to get one shot by everything the entire game, but it's like, you're only Soul Level 1. You can still use better equipment and stuff. Not necessarily, because equipment has stat values, and since I can't level up, I can't match the stat values without equipping perhaps certain rings to boost my strength or dex or whatever. So, it's still really, really difficult based on which weapons I can and can't use. So yeah, I don't know about that. What other challenges would there be in Dark Souls 3? Maybe no armor run? It's not that difficult. If you can do a Soul Level 1 run, you can do a no armor run. You're dead in one hit to anything anyway. So, it wouldn't really matter. Oh wait, where am I up to? Here? This seems likely. Alright, so let's do that. Get those. And then drop down here. This, oh man, takes so long. I might not even record the other side of this today. I might put that off until tomorrow, because I've been talking for an hour straight. And my brain is running out of things to say. My mouth is also incredibly dry. Normally I have a drink handy. I like talking about what drinks I've got. You know, my juice and whatnot. I had a cup of tea earlier. I finished it before I started recording though. And I don't have any juice nearby. I had some lovely raspberry and cranberry juice there, and I have some apple and pear juice waiting for me, so perhaps I'll be drinking apple and pear juice next time I record. Who knows? Although I have been eating chili all day today and yesterday, which is great. I cooked up a nice big batch of chili from scratch. Usually I'll, in fact, no, I don't ever really cook chili. When I've cooked it before, I have done it from scratch. But when my mum does it, she does it from like a jar of the sauce stuff, and then she just adds all the other ingredients to it. Whereas for me, I'm like, you know what, I want to do this from scratch. And there's nothing wrong with it from a jar, absolutely. I mean, I grew up on that stuff. But I mean, my mum would cook that like every couple of weeks. But I was like, you know, I want to learn how to do it from scratch. I want to make chili from scratch. So I did. I had like stock and then like tomatoes and stuff and all of that important stuff, all my spices and my herbs. And I keep buying coriander, even though I don't like coriander. I keep forgetting that I don't like it. I think coriander is called cilantro in America. I believe that's coriander. So yeah, so cilantro. I don't like cilantro. It's got a very horrible taste and smell. But there is a thing where I think it's genetic, where, and I don't know how many people it affects, but it affects enough people for it to be a thing, a condition where some people just naturally hate the taste of, hey, it's Bloodmoon, the taste of cilantro / coriander because of something in their genes. I remember watching it on a cooking program talking about it. So maybe I have that, or maybe I just don't like it, I don't know. Maybe I'm finding excuses for reasons why I don't like the stuff. Is that water all drained away? No. There's a lot of it. Oh, I'm going to sit around again, I hate this. What about the ocean? Did the ocean drain? Oh my god, that's... Look at all that water in that next section. It's literally going to be quicker for me to drop through it slowly than it is to drain it away. That's horrible. That is so bad. But yeah, I don't like coriander / cilantro. So I add a little bit to my chili. I couldn't really taste it. But I had an entire bunch and I threw it away, which is horrible because I hate wasting food. But yeah, so I made this huge batch of chili. And I had chili and rice. Lots of chili and rice. And then this morning for my lunch, I had chili on toast, which is not really a meal, but I want to divide my chili up across several days because I have so much. I want to make it into different... I just have chili and rice every day. So I had chili, then chili on toast. Chili and rice for my dinner yesterday. Then chili on toast for lunch this morning, this afternoon. And then just a bowl of chili. And then tomorrow for lunch, I think I'll be having chili with nachos. And then I think I might end with just chili again. Maybe. And that'll be all my chili gone by then, hopefully, because I made so much. It's lost like 3 days. But I do love cooking big meals and then simply reheating them. It's great. Especially when I know I've cooked everything myself. There's like sense of pride, sense of accomplishment. You know, and I've made this completely from scratch. Every flavour I'm tasting is one I know I've added. And if I don't like it, then I can just change the recipe next time.